Good morning, y'all. I'm going to show you a verse right now, okay? I'm on the end of this page. Now, I'm about to flip it in just a minute and get started, but I want to share something with y'all. We're going to start right there, okay? So I'm in Romans 15, okay? For I do not understand my own actions. For I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Now, if I do what I do not want, I agree with the law that it is good. So now, it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwells within me. For I know that nothing good dwells in me that is in my flesh. For I have the desire to do what is right, but not the ability to carry it out. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing. Now, if I do what I do not want, it is no longer I who do it, but the sin that dwells within me. So I find it to be a law that when I want to do right, evil lies close at hand. For I delight in the law of God in my inner being. But I see in my members another law waging war against the law of my mind and making me captive to the law of sin that dwells in my members. Wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from this body of death. Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then I myself serve the law of God with my mind, but with my flesh I serve the law of sin. Since all of this is true, that sin continues to hold some sway in our hearts. Then what else is left but the anguished cry of verse 24? Paul gives the answer quickly in the first part of verse 25 before gathering himself and making his main point again. What will empower us? Not the law. As Paul makes clear, the one who will rescue us from the body of death is Jesus Christ. Chapter 8 is a parade of all the glories. Okay, so I'm going to get off and I'm going to say something, then that's it, right? This is just early morning wisdom. Now, to the side of that paragraph that I just read, okay, I have decisions change people, okay? Now, the reason I read that, what I want you all to realize, and by you all, it doesn't matter if you're a believer, a non-believer, whatever your belief is in life, okay, about everything, I want you to understand that I fully understand how the motivational leaders all across the world at the top, have learned the knowledge from the Bible, change some words around, and then use it to emotionally motivate you, making you think that you need to go see them speak, you need to go hear their information in order to actually break through the trauma that you have in your life, or whatever it may be. And I say that because one in particular, right? We make decisions off of pain or pleasure. Everybody's either going towards something or going away from something, right? You see that those verses right there that I just read talks about the inner working of our being and how sometimes, right? And you can take that sometimes to most times. What do most people do? They repeat their same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again in life. And they don't know how to break out of the cycle, right? Because the cycle isn't anything that you can do in the flesh. You have to do it in the spiritual world. Do you understand? You can't work out all the time, and then next thing you know, after a while you stop. You have to understand that verse right there is where some of that major stuff comes from, right? Those verses, okay? It breaks down how we as human beings want to do good. You understand? We want to, but then we always fall back. We always go back. We always backslide, right? So it talks about how our minds work, what's inside of us. The sin is inside of us. How do you get it out? You have to accept Jesus, right? So if you're struggling with sin, no matter what you've done, A, it can be forgiven, but B, there's a process that one, right, that an individual has to go through in order to break free from that sin. And it's not constantly talking about it in your mind and escaping how you feel in your heart about it. It is learning the word. Okay, that's the power of the word. It tells you all about how we are, how we should be, and how we are to be. Not only to ourselves, but to other people. And first and foremost, to God. So that's it for right now. I'm going to continue reading. I hope y'all have a good morning, okay? I'm out, but just understand, reread that again, replay it again, whatever you need to. Pull up your own Bible and read that, okay? But I see in my members another law waging war against the law of my mind. Powerful, right? To understand the depth of that is unprecedented, right? Because once you get the law of the Lord on your heart, once you continue to give yourself up to God every day, all the time, eventually, you'll make a decision that you will do what you say you're going to do. Do you understand? See, most people don't actually do what they say they're going to do. And there's a reason why. It's not that you have to have the willpower to do it, okay? It's you have to have His will for your life. Okay, that's where the whole deep down inside, when you feel that pain and you really want to change, then you change, but you have to read the Bible in order to understand how we are to be as human beings, not go see some motivational speaker to get rah-rahed up, right? Do you understand that, y'all? Have a good morning, okay? Talk later.